In the spirit of reconciliation and Christmas, Prime Minister Abbas-Olmert decided to meet Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas Saturday night to discuss renewal of peace negotiations between Israel and the Palestinians. To obtain the release of kidnapped Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit, the two decided to form a committee which will discuss the release of Palestinian prisoners. As long as Hamas runs the Palestinian government, it is unlikely that any peace agreement between Israel and the PLO can be implemented. Therefore, the two reportedly discussed a long-term hudna, or temporary ceasefire.
Both leaders reiterated their commitment to reviving a meaningful peace process that would lead to a two-state solution, living side by side in peace and security.
Olmert decided to meet Abbas under growing pressure from labor coalition partners and former security experts who are pressuring him to renew peace talks with Syria unconditionally. Those in favor for talks with Syria argue that peace negotiations with Syria would isolate Iran, and that would be in Israel's and America's interests. According to some close to Olmert, the Israeli Prime Minister is committed to talks with the Palestinians first, and he does not believe that he can run both the Syrian and Palestinian track at the same time.
I think that Olmert is committed to retreat from the West Bank, 90% of the West Bank. So he can't keep it for another 10 years. The first thing which is needed is to end the occupation. To end the occupation can be one-sided like Sharon did. It can be with the agreement with Abu Mazen. It can be in agreement with Hamas. We don't need recognition from the Hamas. What I need from the Hamas is a ceasefire, a long-term ceasefire, 5 years, 10 years. If they want to call it hudna, and we know what hudna is. Hudna is a kind of preparation to the next war. Okay, so let's prepare ourselves for the next war with the Hamas and have 10 years of peace and quietness and normalization. Now they need normalization more than we need. They can establish their state on 90% of the West Bank.
Palestinian officials close to Abbas say the Palestinian leader wants to finalize a peace agreement with Israel independent from the Hamas government. Abbas has called for new elections, and Palestinian officials do not believe that Hamas will stay in power for much longer.